Stockholm in Stockholm.
Yes.
And we will watch the game Helsinki against Flicky'D that just started. Helsinki's in light and Flicky'D in dark. And Marianne, do we have anything that we expect of this game?
Well, Adita, I must admit I'm not very familiar with the teams. So it will be very exciting to see how they play, what they will do.
I actually heard this week, I'm following a team, I'm in a group of a team that was writing that Flicky'D is still looking for pickup players because they were not enough, so...
Okay, so do we know their roster size now?
At least they have 2 people on the sideline.
Oh, and a goal.
Helsinki just got the first goal, 1-0 to Helsinki. This is the first game for both of them, so let's see how this maybe pickup team that is called Flicky'D will get used to each other. We were promised to also get the rosters very soon, so then we will tell you a bit more about at least the names of the team players.
Otherwise, we can squint our eyes and try to see if their names is on their jersey.
Yeah, but on Flicky'D there was a Beutenmüller on the field, and I'm quite sure that it's not the German national team person, Beutenmüller, just catching the disc there.
You don't know. People change a lot, Adita.
So the format of Hello Stockholm is very, a bit odd to most of the teams, I guess, because it is indoor but on turf.
Oh, slide over throw there.
So yes, the fields are only 68 meters long, which is different to the outdoor field, which is almost, more than 30 meters longer. So I think some teams might get triggered to throw very long passes, and then they turn out to be a bit too long.
Yeah, you also don't have any wind, so that also affects the game a lot.
So Helsinki in offense because they just got the D. And number 82 with the disc. Oh, luckily we are commentating the game of a Finnish team because now we're allowed to try to pronounce Finnish names. This is at least with the disc Antti Jussi Mittinen. And he doesn't find anything but is centering the disc very well. And Beutenmüller on the mark. Let's see whether he can do his magic.
Very patient play so far.
Oh, and somebody falling down. And the disc was still thrown, but looks like a foul was called. Not sure who called the foul, but it might have been actually the defense calling the foul. The conversation is still ongoing, but I think, the disc was going back.
Oh, nice grab.
And a high flick into the end zone. Very well towed in.
We have an out call. Yeah, it's called out.
Yeah, the tournament rules are, even if there are beach lines on the field, if you're under the line, you're out.
Ooh.
Oh. An attempt of breaking the disc in the end zone. Beutenmüller with a small dish to the side.
Ooh, very tight defense.
It looks a bit at the moment like Flicky'D doesn't really have their rhythm yet. They rarely just can throw the disc directly. They always have to take some seconds to see whether there are any cuts evolving. It might be because they are a pickup team, but it might also just be because Helsinki is putting on strong defense.
Wow, what a grab.
Yeah, and a nice grab in the end zone. Let's see whether we know his name. It could have been Elias Mironjuk, but it could also have been somebody else.
Great commentating.
So Flicky disc with a pull. I'm a bit excited about seeing the pulls of the teams now because the field is so much shorter. So they could really try to go for a nice pull with a lot of hanging time because it is a very high ceiling in here. And
that's exactly what they're going for. Nice hang time on that one. Ooh, immediately a huck.
And a hack on a double coverage, but still caught by number 33.
7.
Emil 37, Emil Wiedemann. I had the right name, but the wrong number.
And it's a score.
So at the moment, the score that is shown on the live stream is wrong, but it is 2-1 to Helsinki at the moment. So number 76, Ilja Winqvist with a disc. That was a good Finnish name because it sounds kind of Swedish, so we know how to pronounce it. And let's see whether Flicky'D can get a bit more flow into their offense. And at the moment, it looks like they can. And a hammer over the whole field.
Wow.
Nicely read.
Nice indoor play, yeah. That's 2 hammers completely breaking open the play. It's very nice.
So this is probably what the teams have to figure out when they're playing the first game. That like, is this indoors? Is this outdoors? What can we use of the outdoor games and what can we use of the indoor style? And the hammers are definitely usable here. So 2-2. So what do you think, Marianne, so far? Who do you think will go out of this game as a winner?
Well, now that the teams are like finding each other, I actually think that Flicky'D makes a very good chance if they can keep finding those connections.
And stopping those long, very nice hacks of Helsinki.
Oh, is that in?
This was a one-pass goal, yes.
Very nice.
76, Ilja Winqvist with a goal.
I also feel like the teams are really cleaning up their game. They started with a bit of turns, but the last 2 points have been very nice, very clean.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what Helsinki has to do is to put a very strong defense now to never let Flicky'D get into the game and never let them like play well with each other as we think are a pickup team. So let's see whether they can put this pressure on them directly now. Very nice flow of Flicky'D.
Oh!
2 people going for the same disc, but luckily caught.
Bumping into one another, yeah.
Almost seeing each other, but now it's the
no hammer. We both were expecting the hammer there.
Yeah, I think the receiver was really expecting the hammer, but luckily Boyd Müller with the goal. But we also, as we have the rosters now, we also know that this person that we have been calling Boyd Müller because it's on his jersey, he's actually called Matthias Munk.
Ah.
And he's from Denmark, so unfortunately I also can't pronounce his name like he's pronouncing it, I guess, but...
Would you dare to try it on the live stream, Adita?
I don't. So Flicky'D with a pull, also going for this very nice hang time pull.
And they're going for the deep throw again.
And this
And
time,
it's caught.
this time the deep throw was covered by 3 players, but still number 76.
I think we figured out Helsinki's set play.
It is throwing the disc deep to Ilja Windqvist.
So has Flicky'D, but they can't stop it.
So what do you think can they do to stop it? Maybe
Put a 5th player in the zone.
yeah, maybe just wait for him in the end zone. Would this be a good one, or do you think he would still win the duel? So Helsinki with the pull. Unfortunately, I feel like the players are a bit lazy on getting to the D after the pull. They are not there when the pull is caught, although all the pulls had very nice hang time.
So you really want to see a Callahan in this game?
Yeah. I always want to see a Callahan, don't you? So unfortunately, an unfortunate turnover and a direct long throw.
Wow, and that's
And
a break.
A break hammer from number 88, Antti Kari, to number, I think, 23, Mikael Viitikainen. So this is 5-3. It could have been 4-4, but unfortunately, yeah, Flicky'D didn't really get the connection there going. So I think what they really do, Flicky'D, is to use Matthias Munk as the first target. And then they get into the flow, so they figured out how to...
Ooh, that was a spicy throw, spicy disc.
Yeah.
I like the idea. Just a bit too hard.
Yeah, like I usually say, he should have been throwing with more love.
More love.
That's what we need.
Love is always the answer.
So Helsinki with another chance of breaking.
Ooh,
And this time...
hitting the photographer, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't really know whether you could, in that case, call anything, because there were definitely people way too close to the field. But maybe they also thought this would probably not have been caught either way. So there was no call on the field, and Flicky'D is getting a very short field now, because I guess that the disc was thrown out directly. Never made it back in. So Helsinki with a bit of zony in the end zone.
Seems like we have a wall, yeah.
So let's see. I mean, that could be kind of clever, because playing against the wall also means you have to sometimes dare to throw it.
But a nice flick for the score. 5-4 now.
So the end zones at Hello Stockholm are 14 meters, if I understood it correctly. So they are, I think, quite deep compared to the indoor. Quite wide and quite deep, so you have a lot of space to get your goals. But of course you also have a lot of space to throw it away. Because it's still only 5 players on the field, so it's basically almost the size of a beach field with 5 players, but the players can run so much faster than on the beach.
Let's see what Helsinki does this time.
Ooh, a pull that almost landed inbounds, but it was called a brick. It was almost the perfect pull. Ooh, Helsinki with some throws before they actually hack it. I'm impressed.
Oh, really looking for that scooper, not happening.
Oh, and this time number 76 was the assist and not the receiver. The receiver was number 8, Oli Pitkänen. And Helsinki was definitely showing us this point that they can do something else than hacking after that they hacked it away, the pass point. So 6-4 to Helsinki. But now it seems to be halftime because those games here are played to 11. We have 9.5 minutes left to play and 6 is halftime. And I think halftime is 2 minutes. I was reading the players booklet last night.
Luckily I have someone very responsible in my team who knows these things.
Yeah. So what do you think Flicky'D has to do now? They're coming out on defense. So
it's a good question. I'm happy I'm not in their shoes. It seems to be very hard to stop Helsinki on their offense. They're being very efficient.
Yeah, I mean
they really have to put a strong D.
Yeah, and what kind of D do they have to put, you think?
It's tricky because initially they were mostly playing on those deep throws, but as they just showed, they can also perfectly just pass it around. They've also shown some very nice patience, so it will be tricky to beat this team.
Yeah, now that they are ahead. But let's see whether they can do something amazing now that is impressing all of us.
Are you hoping for a specific D, Edita?
I mean, I'm hoping for very intense D.
Very intense?
Yeah. We have not been seeing a lot of body contact so far, no. Which is maybe nice. But let's see what their bodies can do. Helsinki is ready to receive the pull. They were just lifting their hand. And so is Flicky'D, and we're back after halftime. Ooh, and this was the... Oh, wow, what a pull. Oh, no.
Wow.
It was 0.5 meter too long, but other than this, it would have been such a nice pull. So Flicky'D on D. Oh, Helsinki has not been coming far so far. They're still in the same handler space, but now they advanced. They are looking for the long ones, but at the moment they don't have them. Or they are not free at least. Of course they can still throw them, but faking the long one or the flick long one.
Flicky'D doing a great job at containing Helsinki.
Oh, and there it is.
As I say that, of course.
But this was also a mean one because it looked like a lefty hammer, right?
I think it was a lefty hammer.
Yeah, those ones are hard to stop. I can understand that you can't stop them. And of course, who was on the... Oh no, this time it was actually number 37 again, Emil Wiedemann, that was catching the very steep lefty hammer. So 7-4 to Helsinki. I think at this tournament it's very hard because you're going in and you are like an amazing pickup team with a lot of good players, but still like the level is so high that everything counts so much. Flicky'D with very patient offense.
Ooh, and a nice hammer again. Slowly we're starting to see more and more hammers. Whoa, what a layout catch. Basically stealing it a bit from its teammate. And a hammer score.
Yeah, and now that I've been thinking about it, the one before was not a lefty hammer. That was just a normal hammer.
Was it a normal hammer?
Yeah, but still a very nice one. But this time also a hammer, and it also turned into a score. So this is a bit interesting because it seems like at the moment both teams are actually forcing forehand, right? Which means that the hammers are breakthrows. So the hammers are going to the side that is the break side. Yeah.
Yes. So far we haven't seen many scoobers, so maybe it is a better option to just force the backhand.
Yeah, but then again, both the last two scores were hammers, so maybe that would be something to stop. Let's see what they're forcing now. They are on forcing forehand again, so, and this time it was...
It was a lefty scoober, right?
I think so.
I love how this... Wow, 5 minutes remaining apparently.
Yeah, so it might be wrong on the live stream, so... Yeah, so we probably have 5 minutes remaining and there are 4 minutes on the live stream, so don't get confused in case the game is going on 1 minute more than you think. So yes, we seem to have a lefty on the field, or it was just a person that was practicing lefty scoopers, and that would be even cooler. So a bit more safety pull, and there was a hammer to Matthias Munk. And there's somebody completely isolated in the end zone, but Matthias Munk didn't like the option. He was already quite far down in the end zone, so probably good that he didn't take it. And, quick game. And another hammer, but this time they didn't connect. And Helsinki has the chance to get another break. Break chance, saying on the live stream. Oh, and a timeout called by Helsinki.
Very nice.
They still have both teams, nobody called a timeout so far, so both teams have a timeout of 1 minute in this game.
So is it 1 timeout per game or 1 timeout per half?
One, as far as I know, 1 timeout per game, per team. So Helsinki maybe feels like they should talk it through and get a very nice offense to prepare for the upcoming games. There will be a lot of, let's see whom they're playing against afterwards. I don't know. I don't think I have the schedule here, but there will be a lot of,
Well, there is a pretty nice app actually, or the schedule is pretty nice online on the webpage.
Yeah.
Guess you don't know it, it's Hello Stockholm, HS 2024.se.
Groups, so we can look into the groups. So we are at the moment, Helsinki and Flicky'D are in group OB, and now they are starting soon again. But the other teams in this group are Frövi, Ågres, and VIF2.
Oh, that's a deal.
And somebody from Helsinki was waiting a bit too long on this one to catch it, and there was just a sneaky run through the coming up. Nice replay. So Flicky'D with a chance to get their O back.
Also, shout out to our team that is providing this live stream today. What's their name?
They are called Flip Up.
Flip Up.
And you can also follow them on Instagram. I will go into it to see how they actually are called on Instagram, so that I don't say anything bad. They are called flipup.se on Instagram, Flip Up Collective. And they are providing a lot of nice live streams, especially for disc golf. But they like all disc sports. Even ultimate.
Even ultimate, yeah.
Even the nicest of them all. This is a bit of messy offense here by Flicky'D. And Flicky'D has to get this goal now. And they did. Because now this game is played to +1 because the time was just up. So it must be a game to 9, as far as I understand it. If Flicky'D wouldn't have been getting this goal, then the game would have been over. But luckily they got the break exactly when they needed it. Although it was not it was just their O, but they got the run through D, and that was a very, very important run through D. So yeah, let's see what they can do so that they get 3 more points. They at least, the one that is pulling is also, I think, the one that just got the run through D. So let's see whether he can do it again.
Oh, it's coming in a bit short. And we get to enjoy some nice music too.
So let's see whether the hammer will be coming again. No, there was actually the lefty. So he couldn't throw a hammer because he was a lefty.
Ooh.
Yeah, very patient offense of Helsinki. Containment D by Flicky'D.
Very nice switch there on the defense. Ooh, and he launches it in.
And this is the game.
This must be game.
Yeah, Helsinki 9-6.
Against Flicky'D, which may or may not be a pickup team.
Yes, we don't know, but if you look at their jerseys, they still look like they could be a pickup team because everybody is wearing completely different jerseys.
Despite the fact that all the jerseys are black, they're very colorful at the same time, so...
And there was even a blue one.
Ooh.
So thank you so much for watching. The next game will be streamed very soon. And I don't know who's on the live stream, but it will probably be a very fun game to watch.
Two minutes until game start.